The copy to points node is one of the most versatile nodes in Houdini. Unfortunately, there is no direct way to randomize objects, but today I will show you some neat tricks, how you get some variations for your copied assets. I made a flag chain to show you the copy to points with variation method within the copy to points node. So this is just a very simple line. You can make it either with a band node or a vellum. And here I made 3 flag variations. And in order to get variations within the node, we have to create an attribute. You can either create attribute via this node or with an attribute wrangle. I will show you both methods. Alright, you can name your attribute whatever you want. I name it bar here for variation. We need it for the primitives because we got a mesh here. And for type we need an integer. And we got these values here. And for every mesh we need its own value. Like my flag A got a value of 0. My second flag got a value of 1, and my third flag got a value of 3. Personally, I prefer the UX method. So let's get rid of the attribute create node and use an attribute wrangle. Okay, again, we got to run it over primitives. I create an integer attribute like before. Just E at your attribute. And for the value, we need a channel expression. And that's the same like we did it within the attribute create node. And to get the channel, we just need to click this button here, the spare parameters. And now you see you get this value like, and you can toggle through the values here. In my opinion, it's more flexible than the attribute create node. Just call it var. Okay, like I said, the first mesh got the value 0. The second mesh got the value of 1. And the third mesh get a value of 2. Alright, let's merge the meshes here. And because I made these meshes in Blender, an external application, we need to scale down our meshes by a value of 0.01. And we also need a second transformation node, because we need to align our mesh to the z-axis. The up vector in Houdini is the z-axis. Therefore, we have to rotate our x-axis by minus 90 degrees. You can hardly see it, but the blue one is the z-axis, and we have to align it on the z-axis. All right, that's it for the mesh stream. Now we have to assign our attribute to our points on the line. So every point needs to get our var attribute with different values. And to randomize our values, we can use an attribute randomize. So, and we can type here var. And under distribution, we choose the custom discrete. And now you see we got all different values. We got only 3 meshes, so I would take the 3 values. But now, as you can see, we got type float, but we need an integer, and the attribute randomize with the custom discrete option only offers float and string. To override the float value, we have to create an integer attribute in the first place. And this is the integer attribute var we already used in our used here. And you see we create this attribute here. And if you take a look in the information tab, you see that our var attribute is an integer now. So we did override the float value here. And of course we got to set our values like we did it for our meshes. You can check your attribute values here under var. And it's set to color. You just have to change it to marker. And as you see, we get our point values here, like 1, 2, 1, and it's randomized. You can also change it with our global seed. And finally, we can set up our copy to points node. Yeah, we just have to input our meshes in the first input and our points in the second input. And now you see we did copy our meshes on the line, but it's always the first mesh. So we got an piece attribute here, and we just have to pick our var variable, sorry. And now you see we got randomization for our flag meshes. And later on you can, for instance, expose this parameter within HGA to get some even more variation for our flag meshes. It took some time to set our attributes here, but to be honest, it's not too complicated. And I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.